yet. We are live. Getting a little bit tired, but it's probably just because of the mundane humdrum slog. There we go. Fix the title. We're back to more of the same. Like, if I could reshoot this, it would save so many hours. So many hours. But I can't. I've gone and looked at it. I can't find the space blanket. Too much stuff has been moved. I'm good enough center-wise. Okay. Ugh. I'm enjoying a handcrafted candy cane. I'm actually most of the way done. I had work this morning covering for somebody else. Got back home, ate some food, took a little time to relax before getting on to humdrum that I don't want to do. And I think the battery should last longer. Not that I'm worried about going. Maybe I'll stream that long this time, but the battery on the camera right there, the Note 4 should last a little bit longer because I plugged it more directly into the computer. It is using an extender, but not the very, very long repeater, which I think it loses some of its for charging. By the way, I'm listening to Bastille, the second half of All This Bad Blood album. Second half of that album. Whoops. What? Huh, that's what the Z does. The reason why that happened is a quick explanation. So, in Pinnacle Studio, if you want to skip around by frames, you can use the arrow keys, but sometimes the last thing you clicked on will change that. So, instead of the arrow keys shifting what frame you're looking at, they shift... Oh, what's the word? It does the, I'm tired. So, instead of moving frames around, or switching which frame you're looking at, it will do the tool that you're on. Sorry, I'm distracted with this in my brain, and, one moment. There we go. I gotta make sure I stay awake, which... I wonder if this is helping, because... Not so much now, but it used to be that if I had a really strong amount of sugar in certain forms, go take a nap. Just give me a sugar low. Like, I know fruit roll-ups, fruit by the foot, used to do that. I ate one, and then... might have been a sleeping pill. But, so what I was saying is, so Pinnacle Studio has arrow keys left and right for going back and forth. I can just show you. So if I go... As we can see here, I'm going backwards and forwards on my footage nicely with the left and right arrow keys. If I open up this clip here, say I wanted to make some special effects changes to it and stuff like that. Oh, come on, you really freeze on me. There we go, it's loaded. Loading, not loaded. I don't know why this hasn't loaded, but we'll just show you here. So, as you can see here, I'm moving left and right in my frames. Okay. But let's decide here. I click on here. I want to make it more transparent. Now, if I click on the arrow keys adjust that value. I can click back here, but that might mess up things for some reason. The arrow keys aren't working. So a surefire way to work with stuff over here and not worry about having my arrow keys change what they're altering is Z and X. There's Z and there's X. Z and X go back and forward by frames, okay? That's kind of cool. I don't know. It works. I like having separate controls. Now, Fusion uses the two bracket keys. You know, you've got the QWERTY row, and then you've got those two bracket keys. That's what Fusion uses. So I get them mixed up switching between programs. Ugh. Man, these earbuds sound good. I hate it when people call this, make sure you guys can see this here. I hate it when people call this a headphone. That is not a headphone. These are headphones, okay? This is an earbud. And then there's also earphones, which are this, but flat. They don't sit in your ear. Like, seriously. A Google search for waterproof headphones should only find me earbuds that are waterproof because they're related to these. Or nothing. Like the world's strongest headphones search found me these. I had to do a little bit more looking around, and then I found an article talking about these. I don't even know if anybody's watching right now. Yeah, one person's watching. That's nice. I have another guess about who it might be. If I've had several conversations with you on you-know-where, well, I guess I can say Facebook, because there's one fan that I've been talking with on Facebook quite a bit. Then, hey, thanks for watching. Whoever you are, even if I guess wrong, that's totally fine. I forgot to pull open YouTube on my phone. Turn my media volume down. Pull open the live stream with one watching now. Flip up the live chat, so if anybody comments, I can see you guys. Here is my monitor, I'm looking at it, and there is my live chat viewer on my phone. I will drop the brightness down, like all the way. There we go. Good candy cane. It's got a nice minty flavor. I wish it was stronger, but it's good for a lot of... Some things are too not minty enough. It's good, and it's handcrafted. A+ for that. Which kind of really means it's bigger, slightly different look. More of a rough texture to it. More rough edges. I don't know. They were part of the Christmas tree, which... I need to edit second part of Christmas 2017. Whoops. Wrong. There's me big. This. So, at this point, I pretty much know what needs to be masked. So I'm going to quickly do that, because I have been forgetting to do that. No, because I didn't make any important changes. And then I'm going to get it exporting, and hopefully it doesn't really slow everything down. My computer should slow down quite a bit when doing this, but that's some stuff for a project for a friend. Hopefully he's checking with his work if it's okay for him to display that project on his own YouTube channel. So I'm just hoping that there's no issues with it accidentally appearing here. I doubt they'll be worried about it. You can't really tell much of anything from those frames. Back to haunt you. Memories will taunt you. And I'll come. Okay, it's gonna be in here probably. Let the thumbnails load in so I can see what's what. This is another video I need to do from Christmas. Not as important, though. Okay, that. Oh, there's a light. Your albatross, let it go. Let it go. Your albatross, shoot it down. Shoot it down. Just can't shake the heavy weight of living. I wonder what causes so much latency, and if other people have this latency too. Like, I'm just barely seeing on the live feed on my phone me opening up those clips to check and see what is going on. Oh, there's a light. Your albatross, let it go. Let it go. Your albatross. There was one part I needed to modify. I think it was... Ups, 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 upsies. So this needs to be cranked all the way up. Why am I... Okay. I want to modify this one. Oops, I need to switch you around. To watching. Hey guys. Whoever's watching. My look. Oops, sorry, not my looks. Outlined red. That works. motions, enter, fade, exit, fade. Give it just a little bit more length, like so. I believe the editor should attempt to render this out so I can preview it really quickly first. Unless it's... oh, there we go, yep. And boom. Should scoot you up, like right there. Let it render this so I can preview this, make sure it's in the, well. Good enough. Okay, let's see. Oops. Here's where I need to edit. Or, ooh. I like the look, but I think it's kind of tricky to read. Can you guys, if anybody can comment right now, let me know if that's readable in the next few seconds. I'll wait a minute for my live stream to update to that point, and then see if I get a response. I just turned the audio off for a second because I was listening to it on my phone to hear when it came in. Still 2 people watching. It looks like it's a little bit trickier to read than the red because I think the overall scene is a bit bluish. But I'm going to leave it. It's better than just plain text, so no comment. And I'm editing this part out. I don't want my comments on the internet. It was just me being a little bit critical of the gift, which we used to be a lot more critical as a family in the past. Kind of like it's like one person suggests an idea, and the first thing from the other person's mouth most of the time is, well, that's a stupid idea, or this is why it won't work. I've gotten a lot better at it. We've all gotten a lot better at it. It's still sometimes that way. I'm still, mostly with family, in kind of the mode of pointing out why I don't like this gift that was graciously given to me. So I'm going to do this. I want to drag you down. Next, I want to close the... Oops, undo that. Close this gap. Now, I need to see... Whoops. I need to decide which I like better. Do I like cross dissolve or fade to black and then cut to the rest? Probably want to cross dissolve to the rest. Hopefully there's this first. I think it should. The thing that just bothers me is the yellow bar shows where... It's not going to. We'll have to bodge this then. The yellow bar shows where... What's the word? Shows where it hasn't rendered. And render means so that you can view it inside of the editor and see what your changes look like. And the green shows where it has rendered. And sometimes it decides to render somewhere where you don't want it to render. They need to add a specify, a thing where you can say, push the button and render from the timeline marker on forward. If we just delete this, then it will start rendering from the beginning. And the first thing rendered will be this. So I get a preview, and then I can undo and let it go back to rendering the other stuff that it was going to. Why is that red? That's not good. So I would say a little bit longer. So if we undo... And let's undo that as well. Let's check length out on this. Okay, Studio, what are you going to render first? Okay, that's previewable. That's good. Good enough for me. Close that. Cross dissolve. Okay, that should be good. Now I need to figure out what I want to do for this next split section here. Oops. I really like that look. Click OK. Drag the length out just a bit. Make sure people actually get to read it. That's one thing that kind of bugs me is, like, you have text on a video and it's too fast to read. Stretch out here for a second. So you have text on a video that's a little bit too fast to read. And so you get in the habit of pausing the video so that you can actually read the text. And then you run into that one of those videos where the text is actually perfect length for reading, but you don't know until you pause it and then click play and it's just sitting there at a piece of text for longer than you expected. Do I want the jump cut? I like the jump cut there. What's next? What was I talking about? Ah, my dad's chicken sandwich. Great. Well, let's see. Let's add a dissolve at the end, and alright, Mike's back. Mom just came in, dropping some stuff off in my room. In transition, add replace by, cross dissolve. So I think that is good. Shouldn't need to save it. Yeah, oh, I got some cool stuff at the dollar store. Like, gonna see if you guys can. There's a lot of cool stuff I got today at the dollar store. See this spiky ball? Woo! And I got like one of each color. It's a cool haul. These will be coming up in another video. But I did get some cool balls. People still watching? Excuse me. So, this is good to go. I'm gonna get it started exporting. Ow. Accidentally went down on my candy cane the wrong way and pushed it back farther into my cheek. Not like super hurting or anything. Just a little bit of pain. Start export. Now this right here is actually an example of a video where I'm probably not gonna keep the actual final clips. We'll do locally because I think it will save more space, or save CPU, use less CPU, render faster if it's on the internal hard drive, which I should probably update to an SSD. That's something I can do really quickly that will improve speed. Ooh, I have to think about all the space being used up on there. Part of it's because all these video files haven't been moved over. But when I get this Christmas one done, I'm not going to keep any of the original clips. And the reason for that is, if I really wanted to go back and edit with one of those clips, I can just take the final video and do that, because I'm not chopping off any beginning or ending of the clips. I'm literally just lumping them together, maybe a few transitions and some titles. But I doubt that I'm going to need the original files for this. Maybe I'll change my mind and get really big hard drives if I find that I'm running out of space, and then I actually needed the clips. But boom. Now I'll be right back. I just need to go get something in the other room and mute the mic for a minute. Okay, I restarted the stream. The quality looks really bad. Strangers. If you guys can actually, should check on my phone. To sleep when you're down and you're okay. According to that, we are live streaming. Are we actually live? Okay, my phone says we're good. My computer's looking a bit choppy on the video feed, but are we good? I hope we're good. Because we crashed. This has been going for 36 minutes. What has happened? What is going on? Oh. That's what I did. Okay, OBS looks good. My camera video feed is choppy. That's... Bit choppy. I suspect it's how much CPU is being used. So I'm going to go to details. I'm going to give it above normal priority. So now Pinnacle Studio is going to use most CPU still, but this just has a cut above. No? Okay, you're going to get the highest priority possible. Real time. Come on, camera. Oh well, camera's going to be a bit choppy. Screen capture seems to be working fine. I'm going to turn off the phone for a second. And restart the camera. See if that helps. Nope. Still pretty choppy. Oh well. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be laggy. Just... wow, yeah. Let's just turn that off. No more of my face. Unless I need to, then I can turn it back on and start it. But the big thing that I want to do is give you normal priority. I want to find... set both of these fusion processes for just above normal. Pinnacle Studio still gets most of the CPU for its job of exporting. Which seems slow, but it's working. Now I can go back to masking. Ugh. Which, last thing I have to do, because it's getting that time. There we go. Just turn that on. Turn my screen brightness down too. There we go. Just it for the time of day now. Through your eyes, it's life, it's life. I can understand your life. Take me there. You show me the city. You stay there. It's life when you see through your eyes. It's life. And you show me the city, you stay there. When you take me there. Is that what I want? I don't even know what I'm... Oh, goodness. That doesn't work. Hey, Mom? Send her a text. Can you come here, please? Period. See you in the future when we're older. We are full of stories to be told. Cross my heart and hope to die. Let me check something too. Going dark for a minute, guys. Just need to check something on the form. See you in the future when we're older. When we are full of stories to be told. Cross my heart and hope to die. Okay, answers my question. Future when we're older. Let me give her a phone call. My heart hope to die. I just need to ask her which looks better. This or this? I can hear her phone going off in the other room. I'll be right back. Nope. No, Mom. She's outside. What's she doing outside without her phone? Well, hell, she had a phone. My mom is outside without her phone. Like, seriously. This is what bothers me, and I'm going to try not to. I'm not really going to talk about it here. I'll do a video on this separately if I decide to talk about it, but it just bothers me that she doesn't, like, always have her phone with her, so there are instances where I can't get hold of her. Because, like, right now, I want to know which looks better, but and I can't kind of go on unless I know which looks better. I mean, you guys are more than welcome to comment. You guys are more than welcome to leave a comment down below, or, I don't know, send me a Facebook message. However you can contact me. Tell me which looks better. This one, or this one. Between these two frames, you need to decide which looks better. Because that dark line there is part of the door and its frame. And there, it's without that line. So, Could also shrink the door itself to fit it better. But like, whoop. Can I? Whoop. No, we are stuck at if I do this, a little smidge of light appears. Can't have that. Which, wait a minute. Oh, I know why. If I do this, you guys can really see how there's a blur. It's not a solid edge there. So that's part of my issue, is the edge has this blur to it. Which, as you saw from previous recording, helps it blend in and look like it's part of the scene, because it has a bit of a blur. So, while some areas are a little bit thicker, sorry for smacking, other areas are a little bit thinner. With the blur. I'm stuck with that. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, there are a few other people I could ask. I just kind of don't want to bother them when I ask my mom. So I'm gonna actually stop streaming, and I'll come back in a bit when I have my mom here to stream, or here to check it for me. So yeah, see you guys in a bit.